Are you still thinking about the Pacific Northwest? Well, thank you for joining me, learning it from a local. Today, I will be talking specifically about Anacortes, Washington. And one of our most popular Google searches here is antiquing in Anacortes. For today, I'll lump in antiquing with thrifting and estate sales. We have a couple of different estate sale companies here, small businesses, local in town. Right now, we are looking through the predecessors. EJ, the owner, gave me permission to come in while they were setting up on a Tuesday night for opening on Wednesday morning. They work hard all week putting together estates, clearing out houses. They're a great service to my sellers who are trying to downsize or clear out houses as they get ready to sell. And both the predecessors and Lee at Alley Cat Antiques provide this service. Sometimes they do the sales on site, and sometimes they move things into their own businesses. While the predecessors and Alley Cat Antiques are my go-to for my clients, we do also have several really neat thrift stores in town. We have the Thrifty Kitty, which supports the cat's Meow, which is our cat adoption and shelter services. We also have the Red Door, which supports the Episcopalian community services, which is really important to our city. We also have the Sir Optimus and the Kiwanis. And the Kiwanis are volunteers. They have a truck and they will come and pick up items as well, which is a wonderful service to our clients. Now, the best event for bargain hunters that happens usually around the third week of July, so we're assured beautiful weather, is Shipwreck Fest. Shipwreck Fest is a citywide garage sale, or rummage sale if you'd like. It's great for bargain hunters. You can just buy a booth and do your own garage sale, or your neighborhood can get together and buy a booth space and have a big garage sale. Sometimes the local downtown stores will sell off old stock. And there are, of course, people that go around and buy stuff and sell stuff at these events all summer long. But here in Anacortes, Shipwreck Fest is a major event. This brings me to the next neighborhood I'd like to talk about, which is called Old Town. And Old Town is adjacent to our downtown. It's very walkable and anywhere north of 12th Street in Anacortes. This is the area where the original neighborhood was built. There are a lot of big old houses that were historic because they were built by the mayor or other prominent people in the community. But then there's another area of Old Town that I want to tell you about a little bit because I found it really interesting. So this is an area that the houses started out quite small, like 12 by 10 or something like that, maybe 14 by 12. And these were built by the people who worked at the plywood mill. And because it was a co-op, they were all shareholders. And these were Swedish-speaking Finns that were escaping from Finland at the time because of the tensions that resulted in the Russo-Finnish War. So we're talking late 1930s, 38, 39. And so these houses were built very simply, and you had to be asked to be a shareholder in these mills. And then as they moved their families up, if they added kids, and as they added kitchens and things like that, they would add a lean-to on the side of these houses, and then another lean-to, and sometimes a bigger one that would assume the original one. Old Town is really interesting. There has been a lot of infill over the years, so you'll see craftsmen, you'll see other houses that are quite modern, and it's just a charming neighborhood. Everybody loves Old Town, and it's very desirable. There are a lot of beautiful views in Old Town also. So now we've done old, I'm going to do something new. It's called the Crossings. So here's our new net zero community. It is located overlooking Copper Pond with trails and ducks and deer, which is why the gardens area is completely fenced in. We've discussed the deer a little bit before. The cottages are beautifully finished. I'll tell you, I especially love the tiling. I think they've done an incredible job. And although these cottages are on the grid, solar works just fine in the Pacific Northwest. In Anacortes, we're in a little bit of what they call the banana belt. And we get 25 inches on average of rain per year, whereas Seattle gets about 45 inches of rain on average per year, which is a pretty big difference. These homes also qualify for a $5,000 tax credit. I get a lot of questions about taxes in Anacortes, so I want to speak about that just briefly. Our property taxes in Anacortes are among the lowest in Skagit County. Okay, so this is a little bit controversial, so I'm not going to go into the weeds on this, but we are at 7.4% of assessed value on our property taxes. Mount Vernon and areas in Burlington are up to 10.5% of their assessed value. So although Anacortes does have more expensive real estate, the multiplier is quite a bit less. If you are enjoying these peeks into neighborhoods in Anacortes and interesting tidbits around the community, I hope that you'll like and subscribe to my channel. Comments and questions are always appreciated. And until next time, my name is Kristi Gabrielse. I'm a broker with Windermere Real Estate, and you are learning it from a local, because where you live is my business. Thank you. Bye-bye.